This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and there's one small detail from the Busan Asia Content Awards that almost nobody picked up on, but it says more than the trophy itself. It's not the award. It's the order of 3 sentences. Quick context so you're caught up. On June 20, 2026, Tian Xiwei won Most Popular Actress at the Busan Asia Content Awards for her role as Fan Changyu in Chasing Jade, and she was also the only mainland Chinese actress nominated for Best Actress this year. In her acceptance speech, she greeted the crowd in English, thanked them in Chinese, and closed with "I love you" in Korean, paired with her signature cat heart gesture. That's the whole event. Now here's the part worth sitting with. Why not Chinese first? Why not close in English, the safest, most neutral choice? In stage diplomacy, the opening line positions you for the international crowd. The middle line is for where you're from. And the closing line, the one audiences remember most, thanks to the recency effect, almost always goes to whoever is sitting right in front of you. She was standing on Korean soil, accepting an award from a Korean organizing committee, in front of Korean broadcast cameras. Saving Korean for last doesn't read as a spontaneous, cute touch. It reads as a structured choice. And here's what makes people pause: she was the only mainland Chinese representative in that category. Alone, surrounded by Korean talent, on their home turf. In that context, every gesture stops being a personal reflex and automatically becomes a cultural diplomacy signal, whether or not that was the intent behind it. That's what turns a 30-second moment into a far more complicated communications equation than it looks. Now to the cat heart gesture, which didn't originate in Busan. It traces back to her cat spirit character in Till the End of the Moon, a purely domestic Chinese production. Worth asking, why would an artist carry over a signature tied to an old role, from a different market, into a brand new international event? The answer sits in cross-border personal branding logic. A gesture repeated often enough, consistently enough, stops being acting and becomes a signature. It lets audiences recognize the artist even when they don't remember her name, and more importantly, it creates a content unit that needs no subtitles, easy to clip, easy to share, easy to turn into a GIF, crossing the language barrier without translation. That's arguably why it spread across Korean Twitter as fast as it did, not just because it's cute, but because it's already a self-contained piece of content. And when the camera cut to her and her co-star, her first instinct wasn't a formal bow, it was a cat greeting and a blown kiss. That can be read as a calculated choice, intimacy over formality, in a moment broadcasting across Asia. A safe image move, but also a bet that being endearing travels across cultures better than being polished. So what does this point to beyond one award night? It points to a sharper trend among Chinese language artists stepping onto international stages, no longer just being invited to show up, but actively building a non-verbal vocabulary, gestures, speech rhythm, recurring moments, designed to cross borders without translation. Tian Xiwei is certainly not the first to do this. But the way she executes it, consistent, well-timed, and seemingly deliberate, is a small window into how a single artist ends up representing an entire market in front of a foreign audience. What's worth leaving open is this genuine affection from an artist who's long been tied to a cat persona, or a carefully considered media strategy for a high-stakes international moment? Maybe the answer isn't either side, maybe it's that the line between the real person and the personal brand has blurred so much for a modern star that even the artist herself might struggle to draw it cleanly. That's the read from Rabbit News Hallyu, where we don't just report what happened on stage, we look for the small details behind the lights to understand why they happened in exactly that order. Subscribe if you want this kind of perspective before it becomes the headline.